Going to look at Sunday's risers and fallers. It's time for Stock Up, Stock Down, right?
That's right. There's a lot of volatility in the marketplace. And Michael F. Florio, whose stock is rising now?
I think you'll like this one. It's Cole Kmet, who's just been playing really good football as of late. Last week, we were saying, oh, he had a season-high 6 targets. Now we're saying he had a season-high 7 targets this week. The volume is key for him. He has a touchdown in 3 straight games with multiple in his last 2. His fantasy points have increased in each of his last 4 games. He's just a player getting more volume in an ascending offense at the weakest position in fantasy football. I don't see any reason not to roster him.
Yeah, there's a huge battle in Bears Twitter right now as to who is the bigger Cole Kmet mark, whether it's me or Ill Will. I think it's me. But in any event, let's talk about another quarterback who's rising, because I was talking about Justin Fields earlier. Another quarterback from that draft class, of course, the first overall selection, Trevor Lawrence, who played pretty well against the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday, as you see right there. He was over 20 fantasy points in this one. And to me, every time I watch the Jacksonville team, I feel like he's improving. I think like he's getting better. Now, there's some games where he goes out there and makes some mistakes, but I think that's to be expected, especially for a quarterback who really didn't get a rookie season. I would throw out last year as kind of a wash. What we're seeing right now is pretty much the Trevor Lawrence we expected last year. It's just been a little bit delayed. Also, Rachaad White, who started getting into the mix for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, we talked about this on the show last week, that we expected him to be a little bit of a factor because, of course, Lombardi Lenny was having some issues with his passport or his visa or something like that. But at some point, we expected Rachaad White to start getting more and more into the action. He did play a lot in the first half before Fournette did suffer his injury. And I think that this could be a trend. I think that one of the reasons Tampa Bay was so successful on Sunday was their ability to run the football. And if this trend for them is going to continue, they're going to continue to do it on the ground. But for everything that goes up, that means something must be going down. Whose stock is falling, Mike?
Unfortunately, DeAndre Swift's is right now. And last week I said I would sit Swift until Dan Campbell came out and said they wanted to get him the ball more. Then I changed my tune. And it turns out that Dan Campbell, yeah, he's a liar. DeAndre Swift has played less than 20 snaps with 7 or fewer touches in 2 straight games. The Lions are now utilizing 3 different running backs. Swift is clearly not right. You have to hold on to him, but until we see him get his usual workload, I think he just hits the bench. And then Clyde Edwards-Helaire, man, things are going bad for him right now. You at home watching this show, you had the same number of fantasy points and touches as Clyde Edwards-Helaire did in Week 10. He played just 4 snaps all game, 2 targets, didn't catch any of them. His touches have decreased in 5 straight.
He touched the ball right there. I just saw it.
It didn't count.
He touched it.
Well, maybe he picked it up.
The football.
He hasn't scored. He's been in single digits since Week 5. He's droppable.
It bounced off his hands like he was St. John Smith, setting it up for Randy Stoklos, or is that the other way around? Also, though, I'm going to say stock down for Isaiah Pacheco, because people will be like, well, if CEH isn't good, then maybe we should just go with Isaiah Pacheco. Well, here's a newsflash for you. Maybe neither one of them are good. Maybe you just want to be avoiding the Kansas City Chiefs running backs as much as possible. By the way, DeAndre Swift's lone touchdown came after one of the most egregious penalty calls in NFL history. Like, it was terrible. And poor Jack Sanborn had an interception overturned, and then the Bears were deflated, and then DeAndre Swift gets his touchdown, which never should have happened. But you know what else didn't happen? I don't know where I'm going with that. Patrick, take it away.